Not true.
Welcome to All Out, everyone. This show is presented to us by the Dawg Theater Company. Later in the year, we're having a haunted house, and we're also doing The Little Mermaid in January. You should see it. It's going to be great. Now, I have to ask you to please silence your cell phones and no flash photography. The bathrooms and concessions are in the foyer, and please enjoy them. And thank the Booster Club for providing. Now, please sit back and enjoy our show. Hi, game fans! Welcome to America's greatest show ever. I'm Lloyd Wright, the familiar voice behind your screen every night. Now, don't worry, because Johnny Mitchell, the star of our show, will be out shortly. I'm here to do what's called a warm-up and get everybody greased. But since we can't pass out the booze in this TV studio, I'm going to do what's the next best thing. Get you to laugh a bit while I tell you the rules and the regulations of All Out, and what we need you to do. Yes, we need you, ladies and gentlemen, for without you, the show will be a flop. But hey, I got a good one for you. What's the difference between Donald Trump and God?
What?
God doesn't think he's Donald Trump. Good. You're a good group, but 1 minute. Right, gotcha, Mickey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please forgive us. But you see, these 2 TV cameras will be roaming about during our show. Gotta let the other 50 million get a glimpse, am I right? And an applause sign will light up whenever Johnny or somebody makes a joke, or whenever the producers feel it's right for you to applaud. Now, you don't have to, but like I said, without you, we haven't got a chance. So what do you say? Now, remember, we're the only live show on television in America today. It's up to you to make it a success. Applaud if you feel like it, boo if you want, but make it strong. For the first time, the audience is as important to the contestants, to the show, as the contestants are. You want a good night of entertainment? Roll up your sleeves and jump in. Have a good time. But remember, this is our pilot. Our first one, it's gonna be good.
15.
Right. Now, as you know, we've been picked up in syndication by individual stations. But tonight, thanks, Mickey. Sorry. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we are nationwide. And I don't mind telling you, I've got a few butterflies. Me, an old pro whose family has gone back to vaudeville with the jitters. But when you're live, and I do mean live, anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen All Out before, you know I do mean anything.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to America's newest and most exciting show. I'm Lloyd Wright, and this is All Out, and it's going to be the greatest show we've ever had. You rooted for Let's Make a Deal, shivered for the $64,000 question, cried for the Queen, Let's Be a Queen. Now, prepare yourself for the ultimate, the fantastic, the death-defying, the only game show that will ever make the Guinness Book, the unbelievable $1,000 show of shows, All Out! For your host of hosts, the none other, the one and only, Johnny Mitchell!
And welcome everyone to All Out, the game show of all game shows, the granddaddy of the ancestors, the freak of all freaks, the big Ferris wheel in the sky, the only show even when in syndication that beat out Breaking Bad in the ratings. And now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, marks our first national broadcast. We are pleased to be here with you, and if it wasn't for our loyal TV studio audience, none of this would be possible. Give yourselves a hand.
Tonight, Johnny, we have with us our old friend, Slam Dunk Peanut Butter. When you use Slam Dunk, you're a star. And kiss and tell stockings, because you'll want to. Lord on a memo, come same company which brings you the World Series. And this first portion of All Out is brought to us by Contract Sons. When you use contract, you have a contract.
Thank you, Lloyd. Big league, big league. So, without further ado, without any more fanfare, welcome, ladies and gentlemen of America, to the marathon of wits, greed, courage, and insensitivity. Welcome to All Out, coming to you live from Burbank, California. As you know, each show we select 5, and only 5 contestants from our studio audience. This is the moment our studio audience has been waiting for. And I've got to tell you, I heard our tickets are being scalped for a whopping $100 just for a chance to get inside this envelope. Pretty neat, huh? Are you ready? Are you ready out there for your lives to change forever? I guarantee you they will change tonight. Are you ready, audience?
Oh, yeah.
Mary Rosenberg! I want you to come on! Well, Miss Rosenberg, it is Miss, isn't it?
Miss Johnny. I'm a feminist, a soft one.
Well, not tonight, Mary. May I call you Mary?
Sure, Johnny, but why aren't I a feminist tonight? Oh, that's one of the rules, isn't it? I almost forgot.
That's right, Mary. You nearly fell before you started. Remember, folks, everyone who joined us on stage here tonight is pretending to be someone else. So tonight, Ms. Rosenberg, who are you? And remember, don't tell us the truth. And if you do, just don't let us know.
Okay, well, I'm sure you want something dramatic. Let's see. I really don't like myself. How's that? I mean, I gotta be a realist, and I just really hate myself.
Well, that's pretty strong stuff, Mary.
Honest, Johnny. I mean, I was born to hate myself. At least that's the way I feel sometimes. And, well, I gotta be a realist, and, well, that's why I'm here tonight. To prove to Sid I'm the winner. He's the man I love.
And just who is this lucky guy, Mary?
Sid's my boyfriend. We've been dating for 6 years now. We were childhood sweethearts, went to the same school, even went to the same synagogue. We want to get married. He just hasn't asked me yet.
Well, he wants to get married, but he hasn't asked you yet?
That's it, Johnny.
Well, then how do you know that he will, or that he even wants to?
Well, he says that he wants kids, and I know that he loves me.
So tonight you plan to prove that you're as good as Sid, and that will convince him to marry you?
It's a little more complicated than that, Johnny, but yes, that's what I hope happens tonight.
Scarlett O'Hara has nothing on this woman. So now that we know a little bit more about why you're here, why don't you tell us a little bit more about you?
Okay, well, I'm 21. I live in West Los Angeles. I recently graduated from the top of my class with a BA in journalism and currently planning to pursue a master's in the same subject.
After or before you have a family?
Oh, before. Kids are a full-time occupation themselves, Johnny. You see, I come from a broken home. I didn't get to see my parents very much. He traveled. She's a psychologist. Or is.
So tonight you plan to boldly pursue your love and hope to not only emerge with $100,000, but a marriage proposal?
Yes, Johnny, that's what I hope happens tonight.
Lucky girl. A modern Romeo and Juliet right here on our TV stage tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, does you stay studio audience at least for the first And now, for our second contestant, journeying all the way from Los Angeles to Burbank, Julia Colby! Well, you've just been picked to try and win $100,000. What do you think of that?
I'm real tough, and I'm going to give it a good try, Tony. If I win, I'm going to move my whole family down here.
Oh, wow. A laudable dream, Julia Colby. Tell us, do you live in the ghetto proper?
Well, I lied when I wrote on my card that I live in Los Angeles. It's really closer to Garton, the back section. You see, on one side of the town, there's all these clubs and their lights, and on my side of town, it's poor folk.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your make-believe neighborhood and the people who live in it?
Well, there's bars on all the windows and bolts in the doors. A person can't go outside without leaving someone inside, or else you get ripped off.
like this is your one chance to escape the ghetto, your one-way ticket, so to speak?
I guess you could say that. I worked hard. God knows I do industrials.
Industrials?
Heavy-duty cleaning. At night, mostly from 7 to 7. I mop up machinery, clean up grease spills. I do locker rooms, too, and you should smell the insides of those things and the toilets sometimes.
But you also feel that this is your last chance. Is that right, Julia?
I hate to admit it, Johnny, but it's true. If I don't win this, I don't know how much longer I can keep my head above water.
Well, we are glad your name was picked tonight, Julia. You are the kind of contestant we like to have with us. Does she stay, audience?
Oh.
Now remember, nobody joining us up here on stage tonight is representing themselves. Our lawyers, the devils, have ascertained that no lawsuits may occur that way on All Out. And believe me, folks, if tonight is like any of our other shows, they are very clever indeed. And now for our third contestant, Mr. Charles Ritter!
Well, my friends call me Charlie. I'm gonna win.
Oh, did you hear that, folks? Here's a man who served himself. Why are you so sure of yourself, Charlie?
Because, Johnny, I'm gonna go all out.
And so how about it? Who are you?
Oh, a middle-class victim, Johnny. Up till now, I've played by all the rules and lost every time. Tonight, I'm gonna forget all the things I knew. Nothing can stand in my way. It's my big chance. I'll do anything it takes to win.
Anything, Charlie?
Anything.
That's the spirit. So why don't you tell us a couple incidentals about yourself, Charlie?
Well, we're out here on vacation, the wife and me. Hi, Elaine. Can you believe this? We make our home, Johnny, in Colby, Kansas. It's a nice little town. We got a little land, too.
Do you farm for a living, Charlie? What is your mythical occupation?
My mythic... Oh, I get it. Well, my mythical occupation is salesman. I sell Bibles. I mean, I've sold encyclopedias and vacuum cleaners, but now I sell Bibles. There's a new version coming out soon, and it's going to be heavy order time. People always love to buy Bibles. It pays pretty well, too.
And what is your favorite way of selling those Bibles, Charlie? Any tips for up-and-coming Bible salesmen?
Well, I can't give away all my secrets, Johnny. But I will tell you one. If I'm at a hard sale, and I need no takers for an entire block, I'll knock on a door and tell that person that someone who's died inside ordered this Bible.
You mean you just walk up to a door and hope somebody died inside? I don't quite understand, Charlie.
No, what you do is you go to the obituary column in that town, wherever you are. Every town's got one. And you look up some names. Let's take, for instance, a man's name is Dugan. Let's say Cliff.
Okay, Cliff Dugan. What's next, Charlie?
Well, then you look up Dugan in the phone book and you can go there. Now, you know when he died, so you reset the date a few weeks. Nobody so far has turned down a Bible that one of their loved ones ordered. They sometimes tip me extra for it.
Clever, Charlie, clever. And so doing as well as you are selling Bibles, All Out must just be icing on the cake, is that right?
Oh, no, Johnny, I hate selling Bibles. I'm getting too old to go out and hustle all the time. It's a young man's game. I just want to settle down with my wife and kids. Lean back, put my feet up.
But you don't seem quite as desperate as our other two contestants here, Charlie.
You're looking at a sour man, Johnny. Do you know what happens when a person doesn't enjoy life?
What happens, Charlie?
I get boils on my neck and stomach. It happens every time I get depressed, and I've been depressed for 2 years now. And I read somewhere too that if you don't like yourself, you get sick and get cancers and all kinds of things, and that's what's gonna happen to me, Johnny. I can feel it.
All because you hate your job, is that right?
It's the truth. And I'm scared. I'm real scared. I've got no enthusiasm left in life. No pension tucked away. The light at the end of the tunnel is gone, Johnny.
Charlie Ritter stays. And now for our fourth contestant, Thelma Springfield. pleasure, and I do mean pleasure, of your presence on our show tonight.
You want to know why I'm here?
Oh, I'm listening, Thelma. But not the truth, please. We all know that.
Right. Well, I'm a model who's over the hill. Not good enough to be wanted by one designer. Hoping to make enough money tonight and settle down with Jake. Get some land, some horses. Hi, Jake. I hope this doesn't hurt us, Jake.
Why now? Thelma, we all heard you. What could possibly harm your relationship with Jake?
Nothing. I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, but you said it, Thelma. And now I think our audience wants to know what you meant.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, lately we haven't been getting along. This is my third marriage, to tell the truth.
Oh, no truths, please.
Right. Well, when we married this time, we knew we wanted to get married, and we knew what we wanted. At least we thought we did.
But now your Jake is having second thoughts?
Yes. You see, he liked what I did when we first got married. He liked meeting Margot Robbie and palled around with Kim Kardashian and meeting Johnny Depp. You know, interesting people. People in the fast lane. People going places, doing things, traveling. But now,
Yes, Thelma?
well, that stuff's not good for a marriage.
And now you think it all will end unless you win all out.
Something like that. No, that's exactly it. You see, if I win tonight, then I'll finally have enough money and we'll get that big chunk. We never get that big chunk. The money always goes towards bills and dinners, fun things. We never get that one big chunk. That's what I'm after, the big chunk.
So you can buy some land, raise some horses,
Yes, and settle down with Jake.
and give up your modeling like Jake here wants?
Yes. If I win tonight, I've had rich men chase me. But I know what I want now. I want Jake.
A hand for the pretty lady! With our last contestant, the show begins. Just one more. Who will it be? Corporal George Reedy! Ladies and gentlemen. Hi. Hello. Oh, no, I should say armed forces there, George. I'm sorry about that. Can you tell us how you lost your win?
Claymore mine, sir. One of our own.
And where did this happen, George?
Near... On lock, sir. But I don't miss it. My arm, I mean.
What a wonderfully tough spirit. And have you decided who you are tonight, George?
Sir?
I mean your identity.
I am Corporal George Reedy of the 106th U.S. Marine Division, Fallbrook, California, sir.
At ease, Corporal! That's better. Now, what I meant was, who are you tonight, George? Who are you?
Oh, I hadn't... Do you want to know my background, sir?
Anything you want to tell us, George, and call me Johnny.
Well, I served 2 hitches in Nam, sir. And Johnny. The first was uneventful. I was decorated a couple of times. Was one of the first to invade the hidden mazes the BC had set up around Metcalm. The second I took was when my wife left me for a buddy of mine. He came home before I did.
That's too bad, George. I imagine you'd like to tear that guy apart.
Oh, no. No, Johnny. See, she didn't plan to hurt me. She didn't plan to leave. And I planned to make the Marines my life anyway.
So you're not bitter, George?
Well, think about it, son. They call me every now and then. I saved my buddy's life, kinda. can. Hate it. Can I?
So, why do you want to win all out, George? Tell our studio audience.
Well, I want a new arm.
Oh, you mean a prosthetic device?
Yes, Johnny, something like that. You see, the government does a good job of taking care of us disabled folk, and they're willing to give me one with a hook and the like. But I want an arm. You know, something covered in plastics with little remote controls inside and all. Something that looks real. I mean, I'm desk-bound now. My fighting days are over. But I would like to have two hands again.
Now, George, I hesitate to ask you this. I know our studio audience will already approve of your participation in the game show of All Out.
Go ahead, Johnny. I might be handicapped, but I am still a man.
In what act of heroism did you lose your arm, George? I know it must be tough to recount. I think you alluded to a mine, didn't you?
I hadn't prepared. I guess I'm just a soldier who got unlucky. But I am proud to serve my country even if this did happen.
I think you're going to have to do better than that, George. That sounds like the truth to me.
I lost my arm when I was cleaning my rifle. It went off and...
Come on.
My buddy, he got shot. Chest wound 2 inches, and so I pulled him into my foxhole, and he bled all over me. And he was crying and screaming my name. And it took me a good minute to realize I've been hit worse than him.
Ladies and gentlemen, our show begins. What's our first prize, Lloyd?
For our first game, Johnny, we have a year's supply of contract suds. And for each of our contestants who succeed, $1,000.
All out, you must play to the finish. There are 4 rounds. If you drop out at any point, you forfeit all your prizes and money. Is that clear, contestants?
Yes, sir.
All right, and now for our first game. Got it right here. Our producers told me earlier it was a Dylan. For your first weeding out round on All Out, contestants, we would like to test your pain pressure. And we warn there is no serious possibility of being harmed. However, this first round will determine how serious you are in going all out. Anyone ready to quit? All right, join me on stage for $1,000. Now, does anybody know what this here is?
I seen one like it in Nam, sir.
Would you mind telling us what it is, George? And speak up loud, please.
It's an XB7 torture device, electric, devised by the CIA. Jumbles the nervous system.
Right you are, George, but we warn there is no serious possibility of being harmed.
Don't leave it on for too long.
What was that?
I said, it won't hurt you bad if you don't leave it on for too long.
My next point, exactly. Gotta be careful here, or George will take my job. For this first round on All Out, folks, you must grab this handle here. See the clock above the jolter? You must last 5 seconds. Who's first?
Come on.
Do it.
Come on, in first. Let's hurry up.
Just do it. I'll go. I think I know how these things work.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, George. You won. How are you feeling?
Nothing to it, sir.
See, all right. Who's next?
I am. okay?
Oh, well, no, I'm sad to say that Mary Rosenberg didn't make it. Four contestants left. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these brief messages from the good people at Contracts Us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please relax. Draw beer while our commercial. Sit back, relax. The lights will rise.
Oh, Bill says you look great. Show's going fine.
Yeah, well, Bill's sitting there in his air-conditioned control booth, and I'm out here with my rear end hanging. What if that kid had died, Mickey? Did you see her convulsing around on the floor?
Haven't lost one yet, Johnny.
Yes, but should we go one better? Just a little bit more risky.
It's what the public wants.
Yeah.
Daredevil stunts, jumping motorcycles, walking on high wire. It's all the same. It's what turns them on.
Except those people are experts, Mickey.
Look, no one's forcing any of those contestants to be up there tonight.
I know. It's just I keep seeing it happen. He's standing there, blood all over the stage, someone laying, dying.
It's gonna be a great show tonight. Come on.
Well, what if the audience doesn't like us? What happens then? Oh, maybe we've been lucky so far.
Well, look, we have half a dozen people out there in the audience with them. What could go wrong?
What if we don't do well nationwide? What if we flop on the Nielsen's? What happens then? You know this is a different market.
And I guess you go back to Pittsburgh News and I go back to kiddie shows on Saturdays. So, Bill wants to know something's wrong. He heard part of what you were saying.
Who left the sound pot open? Oh, I'm fine, Bill. Just my usual weak in the knees. Nothing to it.
You ready, Mickey? How much time?
Contract's still rolling, and then we have the station break, so about 36 seconds. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. Who's your money on tonight?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
I'm putting 50 down on that ghetto woman. She seems strong. Ghetto woman? That's me too.
For the boomer.
Oh, you know I hate that nickname.
All right, Lloydykins, just a joke, right?
Julia Colby won't make it.
How do you know?
Just a feeling. Did this long enough to get feelings, you know?
I've been on air as long as you, Mitchell. I say she doesn't.
Well, you want to bet on that, Lloyd?
Put it down, Mickey. And even 100 on a side bet. Now, you're so smart, Mr. Fogg. Big shot. You're a big shot. Who's your money on?
Ritter.
Ritter? Ritter's so tall. The more they talk, the more they turn to jello inside.
You want to double on that too, Lloyd?
No. I don't want to be greedy.
Well, it's the soldier for me. What's his name? Reedy?
Oh, Corporal George Reedy.
That's him. I'm gonna put 50 down. Did you see that guy take the shot machine? Didn't bat an eyelash.
Hey, did any of you hear how that Rosenberg girl's doing?
I'll check.
Thanks, Vicky. And see if the producers have tipped their hand on that last game, will you?
They'll just say it's the best we've had.
Just do it, will you?
All right, sure. Just take it easy.
Hey, you remember that show we did last year?